Hello, today I'm going to talk about Jackrabbit's most recent update. And it is important that I start with probably the most important change for Jackrabbit, and that is the introduction to mindset. A mindset in Jackrabbit now is a completely separate way of managing and thinking about analysis. I've separated the trend hunter and the knife catcher filters out of the technical analysis, and I've made them standalone mindsets, which I will talk about shortly. Technical analysis, that is Jackrabbit's default analysis. Pretty straightforward, pretty standard, all of the things that you're used to out of Jackrabbit. The settings for it all apply appropriately, but you'll notice I have a couple of global settings. Risk mitigation, which is the most powerful filter within Jackrabbit, and the new volume-weighted analysis. Unlike the previous version of the volume-weighted analysis that was only calculated against the closing price, which is the market standard, this version I calculate against all different price points, so it provides a much more robust analysis of what the market is actually doing. That is important as you progress with your analysis to actually get better and more accurate information. Now, volume-weighted analysis and risk mitigation apply to all three mindsets. That also is something to bear in mind when you're looking and tuning each one of them. You'll also notice that on the source, I've reorganized it a little bit and cleaned it up. Retracement is one source entry automatic. It's not a separate on-off switch anymore. You'll also notice I've included an unfiltered source. If you select this, then you can get unfiltered information. This helps you find and decide appropriate to indicator on indicator analysis. Indicator on indicator is a special feature built into Jackrabbit that allows it to take advantage of what TradingView has to offer. TradingView lets different scripts like Jackrabbit share information with each other. Those scripts can then take and calculate technical analysis or algorithms based upon that information. So it gives Jackrabbit an ability to actually take as a source from another indicator as part of its calculations. Therefore, if you find a script that does a good job in a particular analysis and is not quite where you need it to be, you can then feed that script into Jackrabbit and let Jackrabbit continue the specialized analysis that you're looking for. Now we're going to switch back to retracement defense. Set this. Okay, there we are. Now, of the three mindsets, technical is the default. The trend hunter, there are no special settings for it outside weighted, volume-weighted analysis, and risk mitigation. Knife catcher does have its own separate setting, and that is you can actually set and look for the size of the knives you want. Now there is a special helper module that I will post a link to in a Discord server. So these are the default knife settings, 2 and 2. Knife catcher needs to be tuned appropriate to each and every coin and time frame. I'm going to take this up to the 1 hour time frame. Now you see a lot of signals. That's because these signals are above the 2% threshold, both for buying and selling. You can see this visually within the knife catcher helper script, but I'm going to do it here, which you will also see visually as well. You can take and slowly increase the percentage, and it will thin out the signals that go below this percentage of change. And you can actually dial in what you are looking for your knives. That is important. It takes time, but you can really capture very significant profits by slowly and meticulously analyzing your chart. And as you can see, the higher we go in the percentage deviation, the less sell signals become available. And that gives you the opportunity to literally dial in your profits. This will need to be done on each and every coin that you use knife catcher on. This is where you're going to need your trader's journal, because you're going to need to keep your records meticulously accurate. And this coin has a lot of changes. Okay, let's stop here at a 16% upswing. Now, let's come down here to the buying. Again, repeat the same process. We want to thin out everything that does not fit our criteria. The bigger the knives, the more likely you are going to get better profits, because you have that upswing difference between your low percentage or your buy percentage and your selling percentage. Keep thinning it out until we find the level that we're comfortable with. Remember, you have to balance risk versus reward, because you could be sitting here with a very nice little profit, but the risk of it can be absolutely insane and may be well above what you can handle. Okay, here's a good example of some interesting situations. Let's tone it down a little more and see if we can really fine-tune this some. Okay, so all of these cascades, these are problematic areas. This is where you're going to want to use an averaging process for this kind of a drop, because these are nasty to deal with. They can cause losses if you don't plan them out right. So let's go back down to a 10% a 10% buying variance. So for this coin, a 10% knife drop versus a, what do we have here, 10% knife climb, 16%. So this is a 10% knife drop. This is a 16% knife peak. So right here, at its best, minus 21. Up here, minus 1. You're basically looking at roughly a 19% profit between this window of opportunity. That's not bad, but look at the number of days it took you to get this. That's quite significant. That may be above your risk assessment, and it may be above your budget, because you still have to break even at the end of each month. And right here, it looks like this crossed 2 months. Plus, you've got a lot of buy signals here, so you're going to have to decide, do you want to average them together, or do you want to just take them individually for what they are? So, as you're searching, don't be afraid to play with your time frames. Now, let's move to the trend hunter. Remember that the trend hunter does not have any settings outside of weighted analysis, volume weighted analysis, and risk mitigation. So here we go. Now, trend hunter is just that. It looks for trends. That doesn't always mean the trend is going to make a profit. Here's an example. It found buy signals, but it petered out and didn't provide a good sell signal. Not until over here with more buy signals. So this is where you would need to think about an averaging process to average all these signals together to get a good sell signal. Also, let's move risk mitigation to light, and let's see how that affects. Okay, now we've gotten rid of a lot of noise. All this noise is gone. We have a nice buy signal here at minus 1.49%, 1.5. Nice sell signal up here at roughly 3, 1.5% profit for this short range. Again, here you see there's no signal, but instead a drop. So you'll need to weigh out whether or not you want to use a trailing take profit to hedge against these kind of situations, or just ride it out to get the bigger profits. Before I go too far, here and here, this is a 2% profit if you short it. So if you have a 3 commas futures account, or BitMix, or some of the other accounts that offer genuine margin shorting, take advantage of it, because you can make a profit coming down and going up. But be aware of these profits and look for these opportunities. Okay, let's travel back a little bit. Okay, here we go. This is an interesting area. You buy down here. Now, obviously, everybody wants to get up here. This nice little sell point is great. But we don't. We hit here and we sell. That's fine. Take the profit. Be happy for it. Don't pay attention or worry about the potential that you never had. This is called chasing profits, and it never ends well. If you're busy chasing profits, you're not going to appreciate the profit you have in your pocket already. Don't try to chase profits. It doesn't do well. Back a little further. Okay. So let's take a look at here. This is at roughly 0.16. This one is a 4.5%. Roughly 4% profit if you were to short this. Now, if you use a trailing take profit or trailing stop loss, you're going to probably get a good 0.5% profit right here. Nothing wrong with that. That's respectable and that's money in the bank. Here's a nice long opportunity here, roughly 1.7 to 0.37, roughly 1.5%. 1.5% profit. Good stuff. Now, I'm showing you three different potentials here for Jackrabbit's new mindset methodology. This really goes beyond just these three. You could take, for example, buy on a knife catcher, sell on a trend. You can buy on technical analysis, sell on a knife catcher. You don't need to buy and sell on the same settings. Jackrabbit has a wealth of opportunities available by tuning. This is where you need to use and take advantage of your trader's journal. Document all of your settings carefully. Tune them. Take into account all of the market. Remember, carpenter just doesn't take one tool to a job site. He takes his entire tool chest. And that's what Jackrabbit offers, an entire tool chest. Pick the best tool for the job. And it doesn't always mean you're going to use just one tool to make a profit. Here's an example of looking for knives. You notice there's not much activity on this coin. Not in this time frame. Let's go to a higher time frame. Now we're starting to get some activity. Let's move to this time frame. This is a nice little spot. This, of course, is a cascade that causes an average. Again, now let's take and that's light. Let's move to medium risk analysis. Okay, takes out this one. This one here stays. Let's go to no risk analysis or no risk mitigation. And now we have opportunities. All of these opportunities are great. This is a nice little average down. This could do a good job. You hit this one. So if you buy all of these coming down, average them together, but sell them at a higher risk mitigation. This would be your sell point. Good profits. If you don't have the budget to handle that many purchases, you can just use these purchases here. Again, nice little profits when you average them together. So mix and match the different kinds of mindsets that Jackrabbit offers. And in the future, Jackrabbit will have more mindsets to choose from. And that's the whole point of why I went this way for development. To be able to provide more tools over time to make better informed decisions about a very chaotic market. Use your trader's journal. Document all of your trades. Stay with coins that are exceptionally well balanced. Here is all of the coins that have a 1 billion market cap. The likelihood of these coins collapsing is not that strong statistically. That's not to say it can't happen, but you're going to see it happening before it does and be able to make informed decisions about your finances. Stay on top of your game. Take advantage of all of these analytical points. Look for the best opportunities and take your time in analysis. Don't just go upgrading everything looking for magic fairy dust to magically make you rich. No, it's not going to work. Analyze, test, look at the market, make informed decisions about your portfolio. Use the tools carefully to make the best opportunities available to you. Jackrabbit offers a plethora of opportunities, whether it's through its mindsets or whether it's through TradingView's indicator on indicator capabilities. They all provide an incredible wealth of information for you to focus on. So, until next time.